Chapter 4, Agriculture. Learning Objectives. Learning Outcomes. Introduction. Agriculture is the most important activity in India. About 58.2% of Indian population is directly or indirectly dependent on agriculture. Agriculture and allied sector contributes directly 14.4% of gross domestic product of India. Besides, agriculture is an important source of raw material for industrial production. Agriculture describes the practice of growing crops and raising animals. It includes cultivation of crops, animal husbandry, horticulture, pisciculture, sericulture, and floriculture. Type of agriculture. The variation in land, soil, amount of rainfall, climate condition determine the techniques that need to be adopted in agriculture. Development in technology and the purpose for cultivation has influenced the technique of agriculture. Agriculture is practiced at two levels, subsistence and commercial. Subsistence agriculture practice undertake for self-consumption, whereas commercial agriculture involves production for commercial purpose. Subsistence farming is of two types, primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. Let us know more about primitive subsistence farming. This technique of farming is practiced by the tribal society in some remote part of our country. This technique involves cutting, burning, and clearing the woods of certain part of a forest. Subsequently, the land is used for cultivation with the help of primitive tools like hoe, dowel, and digging stick. This work is undertaken mainly by the family members or community. As fertilizer are not used for such cultivation, monsoon plays a crucial role in determining the productivity. The produce obtained from the cultivation is used primarily for self-consumption. The main crops that are grown in this type of agriculture are food grain crops, rice, maize, and millets. The primitive subsistence farming is also known as cut, slash, and burn technique. Also, it has different names in different states of India. Let us learn intensive subsistence farming. The word intensive itself reflects intensity at which farming is undertaken. In area where the population is high and the land available for farming is low, this method is adopted. This is a labor intensive method and involved high use of fertilizer, agrochemical and irrigation to maximize output. The outcome of this type of farming is that cultivated land loses its fertility and becomes useless after intensive and repeated use. Commercial farming. When the agriculture activity is undertaken for commercial purpose, it is known as commercial agriculture. The basic objective in this kind of farming is to maximize output. For this, modern technology plays an important role. This type of farming uses high yielding variety seeds, chemical fertilizer, insecticide, pesticide in order to obtain high productivity. Plantation farming. It is another form of commercial agriculture. Plantation farming involved cultivation of a single crop on a large area. Primarily, plantation crop provide industrial raw material. Since plantation farming is in commercial nature, it involves use of intensive capital, modern technology, and professional management of farm to maximize output. In India, plantation farms grow beverage crops like tea and coffee. Commercial crops like sugarcane, rubber are grown. Tea is largely grown in Assam, North Bengal, Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. Coffee is grown in the state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and in small quantity Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Tripura, Manipur. Vanilla is grown largely in Karnataka and Kerala, but it is found to the lesser extent in Tamil Nadu, northern region, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Island. Commercial agriculture need to have access to the marketplace. Therefore, commercial agriculture is immensely dependent on development of transport, infrastructure and communication network. With this, we have completed introduction and type of agriculture.